I'm Richard Roeper, and coming up next, the best of the best movies of 2011, and you might be surprised by my #1 pick. Midnight in Paris, 50-50, the final chapter in the Harry Potter saga, Shame. All great movies, but they didn't quite make my list of the best movies of 2011. Let's start the countdown.
What is it?
It's a wind-up figure, like a music box.
We start with Martin Scorsese's magical, mysterious, and beautiful Hugo. Scorsese makes wonderful use of the latest 3D technology and plunges us into a dreamlike Paris train station filled with colorful characters. Heartbreaking, hilarious, and inspirational, this is a timeless story of a young boy and an old man who each find a second act in life. With that WTF title and the beleaguered Mel Gibson in the lead, the Jodie Foster directed The Beaver faced long odds from the start. But forget all the baggage and appreciate the movie itself as a near masterpiece about a desperate man who turns to a tattered puppet to save his life. Sure, it's bizarre, but it's also bold and unique.
This is a joke, right?
No, son, it's a fresh start.
One of the best screenplays of the year in this movie.
There are rich teams and there are poor teams. Then there's 50 feet of crap. And then there's us.
It's not easy to make a baseball movie about a team that never won the big prize, but Moneyball had me rooting for the Oakland A's and delighting in their triumphs. Brad Pitt gives one of the best performances of his career playing Billy Beane. He's the innovative and beyond stubborn numbers cruncher who changed the game forever. The scenes with his daughter are tender and authentic. At #7, the most romantic and most daring thriller of the year, Source Code. Jake Gyllenhaal and Michelle Monaghan have sizzling chemistry as a couple who keep sharing the same 8 minutes on a train bound for disaster. I'm still not sure every twist and nuance in the time-tripping plot makes sense, but this is a hell of an entertaining ride.
Tell me everything's gonna be okay.
Everything's gonna be okay.
Charlize Theron plays one of the more unlikable, yet one of the more enthralling leads in recent years in Jason Reitman's young adult. At times, we cringe at the antics and decisions made by this 30-something ex-prom queen. But to the credit of Theron and screenwriter Diablo Cody, we somehow still root for her. Great supporting work here from Patrick Wilson and particularly from Patton Oswalt.
I would keep all of this to yourself. I would find a therapist.
Continuing our countdown of the best movies of 2011, at #5 is Alexander Payne's The Descendants. This is a quirky, offbeat, original film with George Clooney giving a nomination-worthy performance as a man struggling to keep his head above water. His wife's on life support, his daughters are in full rebellion stage, and those are just some of the issues he's facing. Outstanding cast, whip-smart screenplay, sure-handed direction.
Who is he? I'd like to know who the guy is that my wife was seeing.
I've just always wanted you to be strong, be your own man.
At #4, Terrence Malick's spiritual epic, The Tree of Life. Another career highlight performance here from Brad Pitt. This time he's playing a distant, strict father of 3 in small-town Texas in the 1950s. Equally wonderful work from Jessica Chastain as his wife. The lives of that seemingly ordinary family are countered with cosmic, visually stunning sequences that ask the biggest questions imaginable about our universe, the afterlife, and our very existence. Kate Winslet, Matt Damon, Jude Law, Marianne Cotillard, Gwyneth Paltrow, perhaps the most impressive cast of the year, is featured in my #3 pick, Contagion. The prolific Steven Soderbergh chronicles the outbreak of a deadly virus in a movie that's equal parts thriller, horror film, and human drama. The final 10 minutes of this film are just stunning.
Joey, don't touch anything.
At #2, I have The Artist, a silent movie shot in black and white with 2 leads unknown to most American viewers, yet this is one of the most accessible, enjoyable, entertaining movies you'll ever see. What a funny, romantic, melodramatic treat. I love this movie. As much as I admired all those films, my favorite movie of 2011, hands down, was Drive. This is a classic example of a film that incorporates familiar elements from a dozen other movies, yet stands alone as a unique, dazzling, sometimes breathtaking work of modern film art. Ryan Gosling is the driver, a 21st century man with no name.
My hands are a little dirty. So am I.
Danish director Nicholas Winding Refn has created a moody neo-noir with echoes of everything from To Live and Die in L.A. to Pulp Fiction to Bullet.
What is that you got there? One of those men gave you that?
Ryan Gosling owns the screen as the title character, whose cool reserve wavers only when he's spending time with Carey Mulligan's Irene and her young son. With brilliant supporting work from Ron Perlman and Albert Brooks as middle-aged gangsters, Bryan Cranston as the driver's hard-luck friend, and Christina Hendricks as the wrong girl in the wrong place, Drive is an adrenaline shot to the senses. I love this movie. As soon as it was over, I wanted to see it again.
Do you remember this? No.
All right, those are my picks for the best movies of 2011. As always, I welcome your comments, even though we may disagree. You can get all my reviews and much more on richardroeper.com and, of course, on Reels.